It is Bobby Lee from the same parish in Louisiana you grew up, sir, from Creative Arguments Agency. How you doing today, sir? Is this your private cell? I believe it was George Clooney who the other day while I was having lunch with him and Brad. Sounds like a little bit of a commotion in the back. So are you at a NASCAR race again?
I am on this beautiful Gulf Stream 67, I forget the number. I'm ready to settle in and buckle up and enjoy a nice Jack Daniels.
Sir, I will have you hooked before you take off, and I'll have you sold before you land. This actually may be what Hollywood has fictionalized for so long. The true found footage of the last hours of a group of people.
You guys have taught me a lot about myself.
Who the audience will connect with on a sympathetic level.
I love you though.
Because this was their last hours alive to ever film.
I just want to say thanks.
I mean, it's profound, yet it will reach the common man who will understand the gravity of this kind of footage, this artistic weight, if you will. Approximately 6 to 7 hours of raw footage involving
horses, bestiality, girl giving a donkey a lap dance,
individuals at a graduation party,
girls dancing and ripping off each other's clothes and.
Where the hell's my shirt?
For a small online college.
Purpose of education.
You know you gotta give it all to me.
It's in my interest to find out what's going on because this would be historic if this was actual found footage of a legitimate nature.
He thinks of me when he's fucking you.
Yeah, I think you'll be quite entertained by it. And let's touch base soon. Because I'd like to know where I stand in all this, because my reputation's at stake.
Get your freak on. I will do that.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
I'm sure by now you know that the footage you found is real.
Fuck you!
The big story in Action News is the multi-alarm fire that turned a $5 million, 22,000 square foot mansion into charred ember. The big story in Action News is the multi-alarm fire that turned a $5 million, 22,000 square foot mansion into charred ember.
This actually may be what Hollywood has fictionalized for so long. The true found footage of the last hours of a group of people.
You guys have taught me a lot about myself.
Who the audience will connect with on a sympathetic level.
I love you though.
Because this was their last hours.
And we want to turn now to the story that's drawing lots of national attention.
The entire front of the mansion is on fire.
Mystery still surrounding a massive house fire.
Which makes many people wonder how it could have happened.
Total shock and awe that such a thing would happen.
Fire.
Okay, how big is it?
With any kind of fire, an unfortunate incident like this.
Huge. It's a huge fire.
It's a terrible tragedy.
The entire front of the mansion is on fire.
And it happens.
Ma'am, slow down.
Bad people can do bad things.
Ma'am, slow down.
And again, we have not determined whether or not there's any fault of anyone. Somebody did something wrong.
Early Wednesday morning, the devastating fire destroying that house.
We need the public's help.
Our crews are digging for more information.
With any information to bring that person to justice.
Thanks to dozens of surveillance cameras on the property, the fire marshal says there are already clues in the case.
We have the video, we have interviews, We have talked to multiple people that were here.
Investigators try to determine exactly what led up to this tragedy.
So those are the type of things that are big indicators and evidence to us.
The parents got pissed, because of course the parents got pissed. They're not looking for an investigation.
We also have confirmed that the fire was started intentionally by an unknown accelerant.
The deaths have come as a shock.
I was really good friends with him. He hasn't done anything wrong. She's beautiful and their parents are great people. It's just so bad that this happens.
For police, their investigations have begun into who may have started this tragic fire and why. Darren McCaffrey, Sky News.
About was it arson? Was it homicide? Was it a suicide pact? Did someone kill these kids? Was it an accident? Is there someone to sue? Is there someone to go after and arrest? I mean, they had questions out the ass. I mean, I had questions out the ass, and there was many questions because I just wanted to close the deal. And as we closed the deal. For the right to make essentially this incredible tragedy that was, oh shit, it was in the news cycle for 2.5 weeks. And, this whole thing had been at the tipping point of a national story, Anyway, turns out that as we basically closed the deal and basically have a schedule for late fall for the premiere of the graduation party, we have kind of coincidentally and concurrently, in a parallel sense, an FBI investigation commenced by one of the parents of one of these deceased students.
Why isn't the suicide angle getting more attention? Well,
who was the South Carolina senator who commenced this FBI investigation, got these boys involved, 2 senior agents, and they started questioning everybody, especially the boy who survived. I mean, there was 19 dead or something like that. Due to these incredible scenes of very ordinary activities rendered meaningful by their proximity to their death. But I'll tell you something right now, there's one kid that survived, and some people say he died of a broken heart. This boy lived because of a broken heart, and that's a whole nother story altogether. Anyway, so he came in there as a key witness, talked to the FBI. They suspected him at first, but this guy couldn't hurt him fly. He was good people, this kid, and he had gotten shafted, he had gotten the wrong thing, but he's doing good now, and God bless him. But then as we're airing this shit, and this thing's taken through the roof, and it's going to the point where they we want to renegotiate the deal to double the terms. As that happens, new evidence is introduced, shall I say. And one of these dead kids all of a sudden turns up alive. That's right. Yeah. This black girl who was a sassy girl in the film. I mean, she was always rubbing her butts up against people. But she sent a little letter, and she sent a little tape, a little outtake, if you will, of some footage that had not been broadcast or even shown to NBC, to my knowledge. Well, I certainly didn't see it, and I sold it to him. But the footage was quite telling in what it did. And after all that, a scandal ensued, and we were trying to figure out what the fuck was going on and who did what to where. Were they alive? Where were they? Who did this? What was the purpose? Was this true? Was this fake footage? Who knew? So finally, they started to figure out that, yeah, they had actually filmed this, and they got the filmmaker in there. They actually found breaking news regarding the grad party tragedy.
Developing this noon, bodies have been found. The discovery made by fire crews battling a huge fire at the property. 7's Adriana Hopkins is pulling in the latest details for us from the Satellite Center. Adriana?
That's right. A massive fire breaking out around 5:45 this morning in that upscale neighborhood in North Tampa. Officials say one side of the 5,800 square foot home is destroyed. At this point, officials say it's not clear what sparked the deadly fire, and there's no word on whether the people found dead inside were killed by the fire or some other cause.
I mean, here we have 3 things happening. We have, a crime that's being investigated.
Welcome, class of 2011. All my life, I wanted to grow up. I wanted to grow older so people would take me seriously. It all sounded so good to me. Growing up, getting a job, getting married. But it's all a scam.
Rings on her finger, her cash is in my pocket. I'm living large better than you, so don't knock it, she's a debutante.
You just felt it in your bones. Something bad happened. And I knew.
When he decided to tell his own story.
I don't know how I knew. But the call said
Good.
the daughter was dead.
It became an emotional moment.
And I remember looking up and saying, God. As if I was talking to God, myself. You can't be good. How can you be good?
With the very latest.
Yeah, we're hearing that authorities might be wrapping up their investigation inside the house.
We do believe it was a set fire.
We checked with the sheriff's office, and they say right now they have no updates for us planned yet. And we, meanwhile, are waiting, all of us, neighbors, friends, family, everyone is waiting to find out who is responsible.
It's just somebody did something wrong, and we're going to collect, and we're going to catch.
Multiple EMS, multiple firemen down. The roof has collapsed. We need everybody here now.
These individuals, most of them, 18 of them, lost their lives in a fire that happened at the conclusion of this party. And I say that with a solemn respect, and it breaks my heart to hear about this. These last hours have that much more meaning, and that's why I want you to take first.
July, apparently there was an auction held by a creative art agency for the video rights, the licensing for the national syndication and for the distribution of the admittedly macabre footage of their last hours alive of these young graduates who died only a few hours after the footage was filmed. Is now through court order have achieved.
Good doing business with you.
Apparently the networks are going to break up the found footage into a mini-series of a reality television program.
And we'll talk about the... watched and realized that the implications of this tape were staggering in both commercial and moral and perhaps socio-economic, political, anthropological, whatever they want to call in those academic, placey, fancy pants stuff. The point is this. The point is this. It becomes so much more poignant when you hear this, the hook of it all. These individuals, most of them, 18 of them,
everything my parents are constantly telling me to be and what they expect me to be.
Lost their lives. In a fire that happened at the conclusion of this party, and I say that with a solemn respect for the dead. And it breaks my heart to hear about this, but they all died. And so these last hours, have that much more meaning.
That's what makes us friends, lovers, enemies even.
And that's why I want you to take a first look at this, because it's powerful material. The point is this: I got the fucking last hours, and I'm
Just a little bit caught in the middle.
It's bold. It's big. It's bold and big. You know what I'm saying? I can see this going bold and big into the moon. You know, these kids will be stars. They'll be major stars. They'll be dead stars. They'll be dead, but they'll be stars, you know?
I want to know myself how much.
We could do Sup Right and do this 8 Ways to Sunday. I mean, this is a property that just grows and grows. We'll do a book. We'll make it into a Twilight kind of book for the teenagers. I mean, we'll go on the web. We'll do the whole damn shebang. I swear, this is going to be mercy in heaven. I'll tell you, it is vertically integrated, and it is capitulated, and it's going to be manipulated, and it's going to be ridiculated. But I'm saying, I can see this going bold and big into the moon. You know, these kids will be stars. They'll be major stars. They'll be dead stars. They'll be dead, but they'll be stars, you know?
I want to know myself. And I cannot believe I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Shake, shake, shake. It's time for us to rattle and roll. Shake, shake, shake. It's time for us to rattle and roll. Now let your backbone break. Turn around, get out of control. Here we go.
You take care now. I'll send over some shortcakes to you. I'll send over some shortcakes to you. All right, I promise that.
It seems that these individuals who had absolutely no fame during their lives have discovered fame posthumously due to these incredible scenes of very ordinary activities rendered meaningful by their proximity to their death.
I was barely a teenager.
We watching the last hours of their lives. I mean, we're watching the last hours of their lives. To me, that was some compelling television, and this man agreed.
Possible clues about what might have started the blame.
Comcast and NBC bought it.
On 2 of the victims, there is upper body trauma. We have confirmed that there were also various fireworks, small commercial type fireworks throughout the residence.
So a lot of parents got pissed, because of course the parents got pissed. They're not looking for an investigation.
We also have confirmed that the fire was started intentionally by an unknown accelerant.
The deaths have come as a shock.
I was really good friends with him. He hasn't done anything wrong. She's beautiful and their parents are great people. It's just so bad this happens.
For police, their investigations have begun into who may have started this tragic fire and why. Darren McCaffrey, Sky News.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We've been
Why
together
don't you be
for
a fucking
a
woman
year.
for 1 second and actually just say it up straight? What is going on?
I have been with your boyfriend for a year.
My boyfriend? You
Yes.
mean the guy that I've been dating for the past 4 years? My boyfriend?
Yes.
That guy?
Well, clearly he's not really your boyfriend. He just doesn't have the balls to break up with you right now. Yes, really. Sweetie,
You know
what do you
Okay,
think is
you
going
are
on?
so out of your mind delusional right now if you think he's interested in you.
Sweetie. You just caught us in a bedroom.
Sweetie.
Are you a
Yeah.
fucking idiot?
Yeah, clearly he's just fucking you for the sake of it because it's bored for a second or something. How long has this been happening?
It's been happening for a while. I've been trying to get him to tell you, so you should probably be mad at your boyfriend instead of me.
I don't get how you could do this to me.
Could do this to you? Let's be honest, sweetheart.
Bye.
You fucking idiot.
Bye.
Let's be honest. We haven't been friends since probably middle school. We've been acquaintances for years. So don't act like, oh my god, how could you do this to me? It's not that serious.
Are you serious? What the fuck is wrong with you? Going off and like sleeping? What are you guys even fucking?
Sleeping?
What are you doing?
Fucking, I'm with him.
What the
He's just
fuck?
waiting
You're
for
with
the time
him?
to tell you.
Okay, sweetie. First, he will never be with you. Okay?
Really? Because he's about to dump your ass tonight.
Oh, really?
He just didn't want to make
Is that
you
when
upset.
earlier today, he told me how much he loved me? Is that when he was planning to do that? Did you go find some other loser guy to go have sex with other than sleeping with other girls?
I'm not
and
just
guys?
randomly sleeping with your
Are you
boyfriend.
that insecure about yourself that you have to
Sweetie.
go find other people's men?
No, obviously not. I'm with him.
You're
and he's
with
going to
him?
tell you tonight.
Okay, you're with him. I don't think we were on the track of him telling me anything tonight.
Well, clearly you're delusional about your relationship.
I'm delusional about my relationship?
Yes.
You're delusional.
And don't act because you guys are going to break up. I mean, that's your own issue with him. So
You
I
know,
don't
my
really
own
know what to
issue.
tell
I think
you.
you're just delusional because you
Talking about-
think that if he actually wants you.
Oh, let's
You
talk
talk
about
like every single guy in this freaking place, okay? I don't even know how you think that he could be interested in you.
Well, why is he bored? That's probably another issue. Really? Because we are together. Clearly. Why was your boyfriend in a fucking 7-year-old's bedroom and he wouldn't open the door? I really wonder. You're being delusional.
Okay.
Also, sweetheart,
You know what?
shut up for a
Delusional that
second.
he actually keeps like. How can he even? Oh God, I can't even.
Oh, please, don't even go there. Let's also be honest that you have been gallivanting around with that freaking Indian guy. I don't even know who he is. Don't act like you're so fucking innocent. I've seen you with Nirvana, or whatever the fuck his name is. I've seen you guys. So
I've known him since I was like 5 years old. Don't even
And
try
there's
to twist
nothing
this
going
around.
on between
Don't try
there.
to twist this around like this is something that I was doing that I asked for from you and him. Okay.
I'm not saying you asked for it, but I've seen you be with other men. So
I
don't
never-
pretend like you're all
Nothing
innocent.
has ever happened between me and him. Okay. I've known him since I was 5.
Here, the British News Network, reporting from the great city of Manhattan, New York City, New York. June the 1st, apparently the Westchester coroner has confirmed now that 18, in fact, are dead. 18 bodies have been found at the tragic inferno of the graduation. National media has called it. It seems as though... Oh, yeah, the bodies were found, and it was identified, dental records, correlated, you know, the whole damn, shebangle. I mean, turns out one of these kids, it was one of the girls, she was the daughter of a South Carolina senator.
I can't believe you showed up here.
Stop.
That's honestly disgusting.
June the 2nd here, the day after the tragedy, we have now discovered through MSNBC that the South Carolina senator, the incumbent of 3 terms Republican senator, actually has a daughter who is actually amongst the dead, tragically elevating this to a very... Turns out that one of those, one of the kids that died, one of these kids, it was one of the girls, this is a daddy, she was the daughter of a South Carolina senator, actually. Well, I believe, I'm afraid he is Republican, but, sir, the thing you have to... It is too bad, but... He's a very powerful man. And he's getting some federal investigation involved.
One politician in one speech decided to get very personal.
This is a lot.
All might in the still of the night. All right.
That was awesome.
Possible clues about what might have started the blaze.
On 2 of the victims, there is upper body trauma. We have confirmed that there were also various fireworks, small commercial type fireworks throughout the residence. We also have confirmed that the fire was started intentionally by an unknown accelerant.
The deaths have come as a shock.
I was really good friends with him. He hasn't done anything wrong. She was beautiful and their parents were great people. It's just so bad this happens.
For police, their investigations have begun into who may have started this tragic fire and why. Darren McCaffrey, Sky News.
Breaking news regarding the grad party tragedy.
Developing this noon, bodies have been found. The discovery made by fire crews battling a huge fire at the property. 7's Adriana Hopkins is pulling in the latest details for us from the Satellite Center. Adriana?
That's right. A massive fire breaking out around 5:45 this morning in that upscale neighborhood in North Tampa. Officials say one side of the 5,800 square foot home is destroyed. At this point, officials say it's not clear what sparked the deadly fire, and there's no word on whether the people found dead inside were killed by the fire or some other cause.
I mean, here we have 3 things happening. We have, a crime that's being investigated.
Yes.
Stay hungry, stay foolish. As you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you.